It's no secret that Remy and Papoose have been at odds for a time. Remy even accused Papoose of mistreatment, saying that she not only betrayed his trust, but also introduced their daughter to the person she was involved with. You know, it gets worse though, since the streets are now saying that Papoose is adamant about having full custody of that child. This time around, it appears that their daughter, Reminisce, will be the subject of the most chaotic custody dispute yet. Okay, let's dissect it. Remy Ma and Papoose were hailed as one of the most resilient and strong couples in hip-hop for more than a decade. In a society where fame frequently ruins relationships, their love was the kind that inspired songs. A tale of patience, loyalty, and steadfast commitment. They made it through an 8-year jail term. This is because he exposed her for being unfaithful, which made him think she had abandoned their kid and left him to raise her by himself. Public scrutiny, and the demands of the music industry while keeping a cohesive front. Papo, in particular, was seen as the embodiment of loyalty, the kind of man who defied expectations. The myth that hip-hop relationships are overly dramatic and short-lived. Their supposedly unbreakable marriage has been rocked in recent years by shocking accusations of infidelity, but not with much vigor. Due to intense arguments and even mistreatment allegations, their once romantic story has turned into an ugly public one. Feud. How did we even get here? How did two people who seem to be in a committed romantic relationship wind up fighting? Starting with their early romance and concluding with their bombshell accusations that have left fans questioning everything they thought they knew. Let's take a closer look at the development and decline of Remy Ma and Papoose's relationship. Let's discuss Remy Ma's artistic career before moving on to the romance. She was a powerhouse in hip-hop, not just another female rapper. In the Bronx, New York, on May 30, 1980, Remy Ma Smith was born. Remy witnessed firsthand the effects of heroin addiction on her family while growing up in a challenging home, and felt obliged to when Remy made an appearance on the 2004 mega hit, Lean Back. Her career truly took off. She proved she could compete in the male-dominated sector with her razor-sharp speech and confident flow. Remy grew up fast and sometimes took on the role of parent to her younger siblings. But she was tough, had a knack for rhyme, and became well-known in the battle rap scene very fast. The renowned rapper Big Pun discovered her and mentored her, which was her big break. She became a vital part of Fat Joe's Terror Squad team, though since he continued to mentor her after his passing. The Remy's 2006 CD, Something About Remy, based on a true story, demonstrated her narrative and lyrical skills. Her life took an unexpected turn in 2007 when a fight over money got violent, and she shot Makita Barnes-Joseph, whom she suspected of stealing $3,000. Her career ended as she was beginning to gain momentum due to the incident, which resulted in an 8-year prison sentence. Even though many thought her love life would end, P, also known as Papoose, refused to leave her side. The better-known Shamla Mackey is, born March 5, 1978, in Brooklyn. Papoose is a rising rapper who has received praise in the underground rap scene for his intricate wordplay and socially aware songs. However, he has never achieved mainstream superstar status. Even though Papoose's mixtapes show off his pure genius as a poet, his most well-known act was his dedication to Remy Ma. When Remy Ma received a prison sentence in 2008, Papoose realized they were more than simply hip-hop fans because they admired her tenacity, determination, and bravery. When Remy Ma and Papoose first met in the early 2000s, they clicked instantly. He made the bold decision to pop the question to her when she was in prison that same year. However, after Papoose was charged with trying to smuggle in a skeleton key that could have been used for escape, the wedding was called off. He continued to be dedicated to Remy in spite of the setback, visiting her often and advocating for her release for years. Men in the industry usually move on when things become hard, so this is a rare sight. But Remy was waiting for her when he was ultimately released in 2014. She didn't waste time living her life with Papoose. Held up. After they got married and began to participate in Love and Hip Hop New York, they gained popularity among fans. Remy and Papoose stood out as a strong, loving pair, while most couples on the show experienced terrible breakups, betrayal scandals, and public humiliations. Their relationship was often touted as an example of black love at its best, and fans commended Papoose's persistent support for Remy. When Reminisce Mackenzie, dubbed the Golden Child, was born in 2008, their love story appeared even more complete. Although it seemed flawless, there were flaws in the background. Rumors that Remy Ma was unfaithful to Papoose with battle rapper Eazy the Block Captain first arose in 2023, just as we were beginning to get to know one another. The suspicions intensified after rap artist G. Gotti challenged Eazy the Block Captain in a live rap battle after fans realized that Remy and Pap, who had long been seen as a strong couple, were spending less and less time together in public.
That's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. We think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages. Every interview, he show his admiration and tell the world how he think his woman the greatest. Held you down in prison for 6 years.
Following allegations that Papoose had physically confronted Eazy backstage over the supposed infidelity, Remy, who was also present at the event, laughed it off awkwardly, but the damage was already done. Eazy denied it while attempting to stay calm. He accused fans of stirring things up and said, "Y'all want something unfortunate to happen to me so bad. Of course, it's the same negative people. But y'all should get the story straight before tweeting again." He added, "As the person that I am, I understand, so I'm not angry about rumors or false reports." He eventually invited Papoose to come out and clarify the situation after stating twice that no one involved was really a friend, adding that real men do the right thing. The fact that what occurred to him was unfair is now clear to him. Remy denied that Papoose had hit him at the time, saying, "I'd like to apologize to everyone who was disappointed tonight, because we couldn't get 3 full rounds from all of you, even though it's easy to understand why Papoose might have been upset." She added, "Please, Papoose, stop these rumors before I start seeing the man's spouse." The couple tried to move on, but by 2024, Remy and Papoose's relationship had seriously declined, making it difficult to keep up appearances. Pap claimed Chrome was something special, but Remy accused him of being unfaithful with boxing champion Clarissa Shields. She even shared alleged messages implying Papoose may not have been as loyal as people believed. Remy also claimed that Papoose threatened to leak an inappropriate image. She said, "Miss Shields, he followed your suggestion, but not before I took a screenshot of our conversation. She could have gone public using my platform, and she was ready to ruin me with one of his companions, the same woman who hadn't betrayed him in almost 17 years. She added, "While I was away, he portrayed himself as loyal while holding onto photos and letters from other women. Imagine him claiming he wrote my verses. That was another threat, so if anything private is ever revealed about me, it's because of him." She continued defending herself, saying, "I didn't betray him. I was faithful while writing to Papoose. Shield, they all vouched for me. I was a woman with just one partner. I don't have any side relationships. You know I'm a good woman, so why don't I keep getting offers? He thinks he's the prize, but he never buys you anything. I'm the one with the means. He's all about taking, not giving. Your partner's upset because I'm not the rival you want, and honestly, I'm content. Please stop provoking me. And yes, you look silly too, even though you admitted feeling that way." Papoose, on the other hand, claimed Remy had been unfaithful and that he had emotionally separated from her years ago. He deleted a post accusing her of being self-centered and manipulating public opinion about their marriage. "It's sad to say that Remy is self-centered. She chose to be unfaithful repeatedly, and now that I've moved on, she's playing the victim card," he said. "I've asked for a divorce many times, Stop chasing me online and act mature. For the sake of my 6-year-old daughter who needs stability, I don't want to be part of this social media drama." He added, "Creating a false narrative and justifying infidelity with outdated text messages is manipulative behavior." Then came the most serious claim, that Remy falsely accused him to the police. Remy had said, "Papoose, you forgot the pool remodel wasn't finished because you were aggressive in the garage, and the workers called the police." In a surprising turn, Papoose admitted Remy had been involved with Easy the block captain, despite knowing they were friends. He also said she had prioritized that relationship over their daughter by spending Christmas away from home. "I was home with our child for Christmas, and now that I've moved on, this is where Remy was," he said. He called her dishonest, confrontational, and egotistical. "He was visibly upset the last time I saw him. I handled the situation, and then he was home with Remy Ma for 4 days. When I brought our daughter back, she tried to cover up again. I just shook my head. I suggested we separate like adults, but she refused because I wouldn't pretend nothing happened." He added, "I had a personal relationship with my spouse. He got involved with her after shaking my hand, so I stood up for myself." Remy denied leaving their daughter on Christmas, saying he only made it look like he was doing fine behind the scenes. He responded, "I've been asking you to separate quietly for years, but you said this is the only way you go. They tried to pressure me for money to make it smooth. After all the public fallout, what once symbolized unwavering love became another example of how fame can complicate personal lives." Remy and Pap were held up as proof that real love could survive anything, even the spotlight. "Now the relationship is clearly over," said one commentator. Remy added, "You use my upbringing and values against me by portraying me as something I'm not." Their split raises deeper questions about celebrity relationships, especially in hip-hop. How many have been shaken by betrayal? Jay-Z and Beyoncé, Offset and Cardi B. And how fame twists power dynamics. Because Remy and Pap were seen as the exception, this breakup stings more. The hope was that Remy would be the loyal partner who never turned her back, and Papoose would be the loyal husband. Though Papoose might keep working, his reputation as a perfect partner has taken a hit. Remy may continue with her music, but the shadow of this controversy may follow her. And there's more. Word on the street is that Papoose now claims Remy doesn't spend as much time with their daughter as she suggests online. He alleges she prioritized her relationship over her child, even during the holidays. It's said he's seeking full custody, believing their daughter would be happier with him. Do you think Remy is using their child to gain sympathy, or do you believe Papoose's claims that she isn't being a responsible parent?